Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Saturday the 13th of July. Outside once again with the beauty of the gardens, but the noise of the neighborhood. However, we'll put up with that. Today we read Matthew chapter 23, where Jesus challenges the teachers of the law and scribes and Pharisees of his day. And in verse 23, there's a challenge which really challenged me. He says to them, "Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give 1/10 of your spices, mint, dill and cumin, but you neglect the more important matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former. You blind guides, you strain out a gnat, but swallow a camel." And as I read that, I thought it's quite easy to point fingers at the teachers of the law and Pharisees and, oh, those bad people. But we've got to step back and say, how do we do that? How often do we strain out gnats, but just leave the camels? We focus on small things and just ignore the big things. And Jesus' challenge is we shouldn't do one or the other. We really need to be doing both. And we focus on the easy parts. And as I was thinking about it, to tithe your mint is easy. You take all the mint you've got, divide it into 10 parts, give 1/10 away. Tick the box, done. And that's a lot easier than how do you measure mercy and faithfulness? That's the challenge. And as I think about what we do, and I was wondering how often do I read the scriptures and think, there, I've read the Bible. I've done my Bible reading for today. I've said the prayer that goes with it. Tick the box. But have I actually lived it out? Am I letting that scripture that I read, does that shape me? Does that determine my life? Does that guide my behavior? Because if not, then I'm busy swallowing the camel and just focusing on the gnat. And for me, the challenge is we've got to do both. And our prayer is, God, help us to be consistent, to be wholly yours, that we will get rid of the camels as well as the gnats. And Jesus, we can only do that with your help. So as Christians, that is our prayer, that we would become more like Jesus day by day. Be blessed.